lovely Monday. Hopefully everybody is all excited, getting ready for Thanksgiving. Looks like we're pretty much over the election. Oh, I'm sorry, we're almost over the elections. They still haven't finished Arizona and some other counts, but don't know who owns the House yet. But get a little bit of action in the market because of what happened last week with the elections, and then the CPI numbers, and then just the inflation numbers. So it looks pretty exciting. And I'm looking, like I said, we got a lot of good action that came about of it. A lot of us got lucky because of the inflation number that came out. If you did some swing trades, I know Josh is going to talk about that in the class. Ooh, music's still playing. It's not playing on my end. Should be off. Stop playing. Oh, there we go. Hopefully I shut it off for you too. Okay. All right. But we'll see how things are going to work out regarding about this week. We know it's typical Mondays. We don't want to get too crazy. The market right now is down about 43 points. I think the big news last week also, and all the hype. Everyone heard what happened with Bitcoin, with with FTX, the criminal investigation with FTX. Oh my God, talking about that makes me scratch my head. That really does. I mean, here's a 30-year-old kid worth about $30 billion. And, it just shows you what money could buy in politics. And they never regulated him. And now there's $1 billion missing, stolen from companies' funds. Bitcoin is taking a crap, getting crushed. People got killed on it. And you know what? This is something I've been talking about a while. Everyone's asking me, "You're not getting into the Bitcoin?" And you know what? I missed it, and I get it. You know what? But this is what I've learned over the years. I am too conservative to trade things like that. I really, really am. You see what happened, like penny stocks. Like, oh, that's a penny stock. I lived through the penny stock years. I know what they're all about. People still do them today. I stay away from them. I've seen these things up just as big as them. But I stay away from them because I know what to expect. When you have something regulated, that's what happens. You play with fire, and you hear about all these professional athletes want to get paid in Bitcoin, this and that. It's sad, but you know what? That's what happens when you deal with stuff like that. But anyway, where there's those catastrophes, there are opportunities. I heard about that. It's unregulated. Yeah, Neil. I mean, listen, and you know what? People got paid off. People got paid off, in Congress to not let it get regulated. Okay, to not get. I think he said he donated about $400 million, to politicians to not get regulated. Like that 30-year-old kid. I mean, 30 million. I think it was almost $1 billion he gave out, and then they got mad at him because he didn't give him enough. But let me tell you, there's gonna be some people getting some real big trouble. That's going to come up out of it. So anyway, but you know what? We're still here. I've seen people, listen, my dad always told me one very valuable lesson. Remember on the people on the way up, because you're going to meet the same people on the way down. That's where it comes down to it. So if you want to stay in this business. But you know what? Let's go over and talk about yesterday. Michael Lewis will write a book about it. He sure will. There should be a lot of them coming out because of it. But let's talk about what happened on Friday. And, because last week was actually a pretty good week regarding about, the chaos. We heard there was going to be this big red wave. It never happened. Market had a big rally. Then we had a big crash. I mean, if I bring up the Dow Jones right here, and you could just see it, what a roller coaster this thing was. I mean, you could see we weren't up, we went down, we went up, we went down. We got this inflation number, we went up. So, I mean, we were down. We literally moved close to about 2,000 points in 1 week, which is pretty substantial, and not including the 500 move jumps everywhere in between. But there were a couple of stocks that we traded pretty good yesterday. Let me talk off, and before we go through the watch list and see what's moving, Shopify was a really good moving stock last week. We've been trading this the last couple of days. It's been a good swing trade. You could see the stock from 36 shot to 41. Really, really nice move. Carvana, like I told you, be very careful of the stock. It's not an easy stock to trade, but here's a stock that was in the $350 price range, ended up being the single digits. I don't know. I think this is worse than Bitcoin. Bitcoin went to what, like 70,000. It's down to 16,000. What is that? That's like buying. Let's use simple math. Let's say you bought a $70 stock and now it's down to $18. Okay, these things. So you can see how scared you could be trading stocks like this, where you add like a $300 stock down to $9. But you know what? Actually, there are some Bitcoins that obviously went to zero basically. So another good stock that's moving pretty good. And I want to put it back on the watch list. I want to keep an eye on this GOEV. She's been doing really, really good, not only as a day trade, as a swing trade. The only issue I have with GOEV, she's really slow. She's a very slow mover, but she's going back on the watch list. She's moved pretty well. RFMD, another stock, $40 stock, all the way down, got crushed down to $3. Had a nice push. She's holding pretty strong right here. Could be on the let's see. Let's put it on the third. Let's put it on the C list. Let's put it on. I want to put it on the B list. Here's another stock that's moving really well from us on Friday. XPEV. She's moving again. She was a really, really nice stock. You could see from here, nice little pop at 9:30. Went from $7 all the way to $8. She's gapping up again this morning. She's only up 6%. 2.3 million shares is not bad. That's not a bad move right there. Now let's go hop over here on our crystal ball, which is the top 20 list. Biggest percentage gain up 120%. It's obviously a buyout. S-Gun, 36%, 200,000 shares. This stock is extremely volatile, so be very, very careful about this stock. But you could see that the stock obviously is moving a little bit here. We'll put this on the watch list, but it's probably a category 4. I'm looking at it right now, just on the tier sizes, the spread, GSUN, PDSB, a lot of volume, 2.7 million shares, but it's not going anywhere. So it's going to probably be on the B list. Listen, I'm stretching it right now because this is a Monday. And when you have Mondays, you got to take what it has to give you. This stock moved really, really well. I forgot to mention, this one also did really well on Friday. You could see it went from like $7, had a great afternoon run. She's gapping up pretty big today, this morning. So the ASTS, very, very nice mover. Nice little trend right there. We got a nice little cheap one right here moving pretty well also in pre-market, the TBLT. That one's moving really, really nice. It didn't make the watch list this morning, but not bad. And I think I'm pretty much done here with this list. This stock had a really nice push, but she came back down. My God, this was $112, all the way down to $2. She's up at 16%, 1.2 million shares. So I'm going to scratch some of these stocks out, but some of those B and C list stocks, but this one's a little bit better, cheaper, more controllable, 15%. 13%. I think we're pretty much done there in the gainers list. All right, losers. Any good losers out there? Nope. Nothing on the New York Stock Exchange. AMC is moving really nicely. That was on the watch list this morning. So AMC is just starting to make a nice move here at 8 o'clock this morning. It was up $7.80. It's moving pretty well. Anybody have any idea why AMC is moving? Anybody want to take a shot at this? Probably some of you probably don't even know because you're not really big movie buffs, but what's it called? The Black Panther. Yeah, the movie came out yesterday. They did really, really well. It got some really good reviews. So it's one of the reasons why it's probably making a nice move. Okay, it's like I said, you might hate the movie. It's probably not a fan of Marvel movies, but you know what? At the end of the day, if you look at statistics and you see the most profitable movies, the highest grossing movies out there, it's Marvel movies, believe it or not. Okay, so that's why they keep making them. they're between the video games they're making, the dolls and the movie. I mean, they make a killing out of it. Listen, Maverick was a great movie. Top Gun was a great movie. It's probably going to get Best Picture, this and that. But there's only so much you can make on it other than the movie. Nobody's going to go out there and buy a Tom Cruise doll. Or make a new Lego, a new Lego of Tom Cruise. You know what I mean? But they'll make a fortune on other stuff. But anyway, it's moving up pretty nicely. And you know what? You could have, if you look at the stock, how it trended from Friday until today. I mean, let's just look at the stock. I mean, you could see all the way up until Thursday, the stock was at $5. Look at that, $8. So, I know we were talking about it. I didn't put two and two together because I didn't know about it until someone told me that the movie was coming out like in a couple of days, and it all makes sense. So that's how you basically trade. All right. Anyway, so hey, let's see how that stock moves. It could be a gap fill, but you got some resistance levels right around here around 813. If it does break it, let me go check out level 4 really quick. By the way, I know some of you saw me. I was live with Tom Busby. I was on Ask the Pros. I was on Nasdaq. Sent me a really nice thank you letter on a swing trade. Tilray. He told him at $3, great swing trade. And I said, be careful. We're getting to a big resistance levels right around here. So he's thanking me very much for that one right there. So anyway, AMC. Now we know AMC. We've traded AMC so many times. Just be very, very careful of AMC. It's going to bring up level 4 right here and see what's going on some iceberg orders. All right, so it looks like we broke a nice little resistance levels right here. Seller got done. That's a good sign. Okay, you got a big order just showed up right around here. You could see around here on 845. Okay, anything else out there? And then you got $9. So listen, when the stock trades, it's got really, really nice iceberg orders out there. So we'll keep an eye on that. All right, anything I'm missing I did not talk about? Anything else, any stocks I'm missing? It looks like a pretty decent morning so far for a Monday. All right. So anyway, so if you see something, you say something. Listen, we got some new students that are starting today. I am going to be doing a live event today, basically an introduction to Cybertrade University at 10 a.m. So if you're watching YouTube, hopefully you could join us. Just like us and friend us. You could get into that room. Also, if you want to, like I said, students, if you want to join us, you're more than happy to. But if you're new here to Cybertrade University, make sure you book your appointment with your education advisor. I know I had some phone calls with you guys personally. Please make sure that you confirm that appointment, because I only have so many hours in a day I could talk. So please make sure you lock in that time and you're there. So because I do look forward to try to hopefully make you guys part of our team here at CTU. But it all starts from there. Being in the trading room, see if you can watch, listen, learn, like it, and then we'll go from there. Anyway, good luck, everyone. Happy trading. We'll be back here at 2:30 in YouTube and Facebook, but we're also going to be here at 10 a.m. in the morning, starting a little bit, where I'm going to be doing an introduction to CTU. It's free for everyone to join. In the meantime, everyone, good luck today. Let's have a good week. And like I said, you see something, say something. Good luck, everyone.